Well, welcome to another video at Actual Toyota. We're located at 110 Canham Crescent in Brampton. My name is Joe Tentori, and it is my privilege to show you the 2023 Sequoia.
Sequoia is the top model of luxury comfort, power, and practicality all in one vehicle. Toyota's waited to launch this magnificent beast until now because it wanted to get it just right, and as you see, they have it. It is a truck in essence, but housed for so much more. The smart, sleek, and sophisticated Sequoia is a premium family cruiser, only comes in hybrid. This Capstone, and you're seeing it in magnetic gray, comes in 5 different trims and can hold 7 to 8 people comfortably depending on the trim, while able to practically tow almost what a truck can. But it also punches out luxury in many ways, like a huge infotainment screen, comfort for all seats, powerful speakers, beautiful panoramic ceiling, and the new architecture, which is all new from nose to tail. What's also new? The twin-turbo 3.5 engine, and it's built with new Toyota Safety Sense 2.5, which you'll be able to see in some links below, and I'll explain as we take a drive. I'm going to do my best to give you a sense of what this vehicle offers, but there's nothing like using your own sensing, seeing, hearing, feeling. So make an appointment with one of our product advisors to experience this. And if I miss anything that you would like to know, please email me at joe_tentori@actualtoyota.com. Make sure to look at the comments below and for other variations of this vehicle. Also, the colors and specs will be listed below, and any other information you might want, you can go to toyota.ca. That's toyota.ca. Well, we're going to take a look at the exterior of the Sequoia 2023. As the Tundra, you still see this amazing beefy grille stands right out with the emblem highlighted in blue, the sequential lighting that you'll see, and obviously everything with the vents to even these fog lights here at the bottom just make a perfect package, elegant coming down the road. Alongside, you'll see the wheels that have the 22-inch rims, beautiful standout, really nice with that sort of silver and sort of smoky gray look to it. Then moving along, you'll see Capstone on the side here, standing right out with that chrome sidebar. The chrome is just highlighted throughout here, even on the mirrors here, and iForce Max, which we've been just talking about and seeing in this vehicle. Moving around the side by the fuel tank and into the back where the sequential lighting is there as well. And because it's such a massive machine, it just stands out with that Sequoia standing on the back there. Very nice. And before we go in, I just want to show the way that you get into the car with your new fob that's been designed for most of the vehicles, and you can use it by just pushing the buttons, or you can come up and touch the door, which you'll hear a double chime, and then the door will be open for you. As you open the door, just take note of the running board that automatically came out for you to step in there nicely, and we'll take a look at the interior of the Capstone. And we're going to take a look at the interior on this beautiful, luxurious machine. What stands out right away for me is the 3 colors of the white, the black, and then of course this wood, which is walnut. And you'll see that throughout the cabin, and just stands out. This wheel, again with all the things on there, we'll show that a little bit once we start it up. But just moving along just to get a sense of the spaciousness here, and in the seats, that's that semi-aniline seats, which are heated and ventilated. Here in the front, we can see, looking down, really good tough knobs here for us to adjust, being able to do, really thought in mind with gloves if you're in the winter time. Again, leather wrapped shifter, really nice handle on it, easy to hold. Again, that walnut comes through here with storage compartments. Another little great thing about storage, very similar to the Tundra, being able to access through here, and you'll be able to see the charging ports and the coin holder, but then also being able to lift up the whole top here, which lots of space in these compartments here adjust so you can actually have different spacing there with a little bit of the ambient lighting that comes out as well. Again, tough knobs, good spaciousness, even the details that look like they've thought of just in the handle here, and being able to see that's leather wrapped for getting in and out of the vehicle. It's great to be able to show you even what the passengers in this ride gets. They get the same treatment, it feels, as the front seat people, especially with the running board that's just come out, but again, continuing throughout the beautiful designs. Nice little swoops again at the back of these seats that just allow for knee room, but again, heated and ventilated seats in the midsection here, which we'll have all the controls for your temperature and comfort right here with charge ports. And this vehicle is just loaded with charge ports everywhere for the passengers to be able to see. And again, the view that they get is amazing. Coming down the road, lots of legroom space, and we'll look into the rear seats. We're going to take a unique look at the different generations of the Sequoia as well as the comparison with the Lexus, but we're starting off with the first generation of the Sequoia, which was made from 2001 to 2007, and it has a V8 and it's a 4.7 engine, and so that was the very first Sequoia made to compete in the market with the large SUVs. Moving over, you see a much beefier version in the second generation. This one's in white at 2018, and it was made from 2008 up to 2018. So that's a long time before we're seeing any of those changes. Again, a V8 and a 5.4 liter engine. Sorry, 5.7. And that one is what has been holding the fort until the newer series. But first, we're going to look at the Lexus, and I have with me Zubair, who's the general manager, and he's just going to do a comparison between the Lexus and then eventually the Capstone.
Hello all, you guys can see we have a brand new 2022 LX600 which came after a very long time, same like Sequoia. So you see it's a luxury package, so which is kind of top of the line, one below than executive package. So this is 8 passenger. It got a lot of new features like a soft close which was never available. Got 3.4 liter twin turbo motor, but you know when you compare with the new Sequoia, Sequoia has way more feature than this Lexus you see right here. Lexus does have some extra feature, but I would say Sequoia has more feature like a power running board, hybrid max motor which is a hybrid motor. Also Sequoia has panoramic roof which you cannot find in LX600. Size wise Sequoia is bigger than LX600. You'll feel more roomier, better gas mileage. Actually I'm driving both, so I can do a true comparison of both vehicles. Both are nice, don't get me wrong. Lexus is much quieter. It has soft close. It has DVD entertainment at the back, which you don't get in Sequoia. But again, as I told you before, Sequoia has some extra feature. We are doing a video just to do a comparison on both. Lexus LX600, nice vehicle, but much more expensive, over 100 grand. So you have to pay luxury tax. Sequoia, even top of the line model is under 92,000. So there's no luxury tax, and you get much bigger vehicle for much cheaper price with way more feature. I'm gonna give it to Joe. He's gonna go over further with you guys.
Thank you, Zubair. Well, as we turn on the vehicle, pushing the blue button, again highlighting its hybrid, we see that beautiful screen coming up with the parks with Sequoia nicely labeled. Again, your tachometer, your speedometer, got the different things you could flip through, but right now we're on the safety sense, which just sees the lane trace, pre-collision, and then some of the parking and back blind spot monitoring, and then rear cross traffic alert. Really good features to have, and even with trailer mode, they've got a bunch of other features that really gives you the comfort for whatever you're doing, traveling, towing. iForce Max and the 2 gauges there, so it's able to show when the electric and the engine, gas engine, is working in your other gauges there. Again, controlled by the wheel for sound and for maneuvering through that screen on the front 12-inch display, which is amazing to have that size and that kind of thing. Looking down here, we can see just things like the light that can be turned on for at the back for your foot runner, being able to come in and out if you want that. And then typical things of gas odometer, heated steering wheel, which is always a luxury. The memory seats, you can see being adjusted here. And these seats are 10-way adjustable. And so it really brings that extra comfort to mind for what you need in your seat. And then your mirror being adjusted here, and the windows as well. Moving over to the infotainment screen, just a huge standout screen, 14 inches. It's just got a lot of amazing work, being able to make it sensitive to your touch, maneuvering it. We'll show you a little bit more when we're on the road with maybe some maps. But right now, you can even test the sensitivity or adjust the sensitivity if you've got gloves on. Again, that helps just for when you're in the wintertime, you get in there, just being able to touch that screen and it'll feel it, because it's a pinch screen as well, so you can focus in on different details that you're wanting to see. And then you've got your display of your temperature there that you can adjust to your comfort, which is great. And we look up here where you see moving towards the controls for the windows in the rear. This is what opens your rear compartment in the back, the trunk, and then also for your panoramic roof. It's raining today, but I'm not going to open that up. But again, panoramic is where it's at for me. And then you have some extra, the auto dimming mirror. But I love being able to show that we can actually have that display in the back in case you're not just using the reflection to see. The front of the Sequoia 2023. I know we've talked a little bit about the capabilities of the Sequoia, but I thought it would be nice to be able to take a look under the hood. Before we do that, I wanted to show a bit of the Easter eggs that are here. This is kind of a really unusual one. I've never seen anything like that at all, but you'll notice here just sort of the design of the windshield, and then it sort of takes a little bit of a break and has dots and dashes here. It is actually Morse code, and what it actually says is badass, right here, badass truck. So that's what it says, badass Toyota trucks, and then truck again. So that's kind of a funny one that they have in there, just to, for people to guess and look for. The other ones are under the hood here. The R&D in the state of Michigan, that's where it was researched and developed. And then over on the other side, it's the state of Texas, and it's Texas born, and so that tells you about it. But here's a nice overview of this engine, very capable, over 580 pounds of torque and 430 of horsepower, which is really what you want to get things moving, and that's why you can see the towing capabilities are where they are at for a large SUV like that. And then you put on top of that the front independent suspension, and the 4-link suspension in the back gives that smooth ride to this powerful machine. There you have the engine. Let's take a look at the back seats here, showing you how to access that. First of all, there's a little lever here down below, which flips the seat forward, giving access to the back passengers. And we just look into the back. I may climb in there just to show you what I look like fitting in, but before we do, just seeing these little levers here to even show how to put the seats up and down by just a simple touch of the button, which makes it easy for someone to get in. Climbing in. I'm not 6 feet, I'm just under that, but I fit comfortably. Lots of head space, lots of knee space. You'll see down here on the seat, you're able to adjust the length of your legs as well. So if you have smaller children and you have more cargo in the back, you're able to store them there. Also looking here, this is a new thing, just being able to have the sun dimming screen here for the side for people in the back, giving those comforts as well. All right, let's take a look at the trunk space and cargo, and there's different options that are there. First of all, being able to open it, you can press on the fob here, which is to open it. I like this idea of being able to kick your foot here underneath. You'll hear a beep, and then the trunk opens. Great for when you're carrying those packages and able to access that. Another way you can flip the seats forward, I showed you before, but you can actually be able to push these buttons here, and that puts the seats down, giving you extra cargo space if you don't need to carry those extra passengers. Neat other feature is this multi-level trunk space. So first you can have the lowest space here, and that level is flush or just below the other seats. Next level, you're able to pull it up and move it into, which is actually on the lines of the seats. And if you just need to move the seats forward or back, you just slide forward, giving that extra cargo space. The next level, and it's again the seat level here. And then the final level. This one I kind of like.
because if you've got cargo below and you want to keep it separate, you can have stuff on above, and I'll actually close the trunk here to show you how that actually works, being able to access through the window in the back. And that's simply done by a little button here, which will pop the window, and you lift up, and you can access that cargo space here, and you don't have to reach far for it.
1, 2, 3.
Like apple pie, caught in your energy. The future came to me. I see it feels so safe. You and me, the magic, and I know we have it.
Well, once you hook up the trailer, easy steps to go through My Garage. Put the settings for your trailer, it'll receive that information, then you go for a drive. It takes you through 6 different steps that help you turn and measure the trailer's length so that it's easy for you to maneuver down the road. Then you're able to head down the road, and if you're getting comfortable with your trailer, that's always good. But what I find really helps, especially in tight spots and you're having to back up, it is nice to have the straight path assist, and this is exactly why you program your trailer. So there's times you have to back up and you'll feel the crunch, and if you're navigating on your own and it's too tight, you just don't want those dings or scrapes or have to redo the same moves over and over again. But with straight path assist, it's a simple move. The computer starts taking over, and then all you have to do is regulate the gas and the brakes, and you look like a pro backing into difficult spots.
That's all I'm going to say on the 2023 Sequoia. Many have said this is the vehicle for the young, affluent family, but I think it's many other demographics can be covered by this vehicle.
Well, thanks for joining our video. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like to know more about this luxurious powerhouse. My email is listed below as well with additional information. Subscribe, like, and we have many more videos on our channel. My name's Joe Tentori, and thanks again for joining us at Actual Toyota.